Well, hello, hello, hello. It's a happy day today. So I hope you guys have been doing well since the last time we met here last week. So I am just thankful and thanking God that He gave me another day today and another year. So I hope you guys, I know I just said it, but I hope you guys are doing well. I have a super fun card to share with you guys today, and I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can make it. So that's going to be fun. And let's see, celebration is still going on. So what that is between now and February 28th, with every $60 purchase that you make before tax and shipping, you get to choose a free celebration item. Let's see, joining special is still going on. So for $99 plus tax, shipping is free. You get to choose, there's 2 different options. One is you get to choose 2 sets of markers, the Stampin' Write markers, either in the neutrals, the subtles, the brights, and the regals. And then plus you get a stamp set, plus the $125 of free product that you get to choose. And then option 2 is you get, for $99 plus tax, shipping is free. You get to choose $125 worth of product and an extra $30 worth of product. So that's really, really awesome. If you're interested, you could always reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions, or you can just go ahead and join my team. That would be awesome. Also, hey, Chris, thank you. My sketch card class starts. The video will be loaded tomorrow. After this video, I am going to be recording the class. It will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow, and then I'll also share it right here on Facebook as well on my business page. And the details of that class is the cost is $35 or more from my online store. Using the host code HSKXT9YS. I have that posted. I'll post it again tomorrow as well. And what you get is you'll get emailed to you the PDF tutorial for that, which I have printed right here. I did not print my copy in color, but you can print yours in color if you'd like. But it's got the 4 card sketches that we're going to be using, and then 2 sample cards that I'm giving you the instructions to. There's 4 of them, so there's 8 cards in total that we'll be making. If you purchase $45 or more before tax and shipping, I'll send you, one of the cards will be a make and take from each one. So you'll get 4 make and takes, and I'll send that to you for free. It's got the list of all the supplies that I used, and that's it. So, yep, it's exciting. So I can't wait to share that class with you. I have to be honest, I am a little bit nervous to record it. I've been procrastinating on it because it is such a big class. And but I am excited. I think it's going to be a help to you, and I think it's going to inspire you, and it's going to be a good thing. You will get, I'm going to try to do this. I am going to do this monthly. So, and there'll always be a host code for that month for the class ordering. And let's see, the video will come out too. That is going to be featuring 4 card sketches. Actually, you know what, you guys, I'm going to see how this video goes. If it takes too long to do all the cards, I might cut it down to 2 a month, and I'll have to play that by ear and see how it's going to go. Let's see, you get the PDF, the make and takes, you'll get one make and take from each card sketch. And I'll always let you know which one is the one that you'll be getting. And this is going to be a great way to learn how to use the templates, the card sketches. It's a great inspiration. You will have, let me show you here. You know what? I was showing you this and I didn't flip down to craft time. So this is it. You will have the measurements for each 4 template to where you can make the templates yourself, and you can cut these out and attach that to the back of your templates. And then it has each card sketch, 2 cards that we'll be making. I'll also have samples of most of them too, and with the directions on here. And then you also have the supply list with the links for the supplies to my online store. So that is it, I believe. I don't think I've missed anything. If I have, and I think about it, I'll just tell you about it during the video. So thank you so much for joining me and being here tonight. And so in case you didn't know, I'm Tina Carini. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Byron, Georgia. My business name is Sponge and Stamp with Tina. So are you guys ready to get started? Because I am. I'm so super excited about this. I hope that I have everything that I need. I may not have everything blocked up because I have everything blocked up for the class that I'm going to record in a little while. So we may have to change around some stuff. I think I have everything. So let's go ahead and go down to the table. Here we are. And let me show you the first one. So this is it right here. So isn't that beautiful? I love the coloring on here. And I love the designer series paper. This is utterly adorable paper. Designer series paper. You get it in 12 by 12 sheets. The label we're using is from Labeled with Love, I believe is the name of it, which I don't have it here, but I think it's Labeled with Love. The sentiment is actually from Hugs for Love. So it is, "You make me smile." I just thought that would be really cute. But isn't this a cute card? So fun. It looks like it may be hard, but it's not going to be hard at all. Thank you, guys. Aw, thank you for the birthday wishes. So, hey, Kim and Lynette, and said hi to Chris. I'm so glad you guys are here. So let's see here. I know that I cut all the pieces and parts out, but you know what? I don't think that I put them all over here. So let's see if I can find them. We're not going to make the other card. I'm just going to show you how to cut it. But, oh, there it is. Okay, great. All right, so I am going to have to put my eyeballs on because I cannot see tonight. I'm struggling. We're going to start off with a piece of Calypso Coral, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and fold that in half on the score line. I love it when you guys say hey to each other. Makes our community so much fun and so full of love. Okay, so we've got that. Then this, I don't remember what I had this for. We have 3 pieces of designer series paper here. So like I said, this is from the Utterly Adorable designer series paper. I have not used this one at all. I've used everything else that I basically just have scraps of. But this is so pretty. And this is the back side of that. I love these otters. They're so cute. Is that the back side or is the other one the back side? Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. There we go. Which side is this one? Oh, there's 2 different. There's like all different kinds of otter scenes. So on the back sides of some of these papers. We have a banner, which I've already flagged. I just hand did it. All you do is you just cut up the middle and then cut up the sides like so. If you have a die or a punch that makes your banners, by all means, go ahead and use that. Then we have a piece of Pool Party that I die cut out with the stylish shapes using the 3 largest circles, and they are going to come into play here in a minute. Then I fussy cut out a cute little otter. They're just loving on each other. And that's going to go right there. Then we have our inside piece, which is, I want to say it's our mechanism. And I scored that at, where is my Simply Score tool? Here it is. My office is such a mess right now because I've been trying to finalize a couple of things and trying to get ready for card class on Saturday, which, yay, if you guys live locally in the Central Georgia area, I would love for you to come and see us and make some cards with us. We have a great time, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, and if you have any questions about that, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer you. I don't know if there's a link to the class in the description. If there isn't, I will put one in there to register for it. I think I have 2 or 3 seats available, and I would need to know by tomorrow afternoon, because tomorrow afternoon I'm actually going to start cutting for my card class. So let's see. So what you do, oh, I need to tell you the size of this. I'm so excited about this that I'm skipping steps here. Okay, so the measurement to this is 5 1/4 by 6 3/4. And then you're going to score it with the long side at the top. You're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Then you're going to come over and you're going to score it at 2 5/8. And then you're going to score it at 4 3/4. Okay, so there, we've done that. So there, we've done that. Okay, then this little 1/2 inch piece here is going to fold back. So we're going to fold that back. And then this piece is going to fold up. And then it's going to fold back this way again, I think. No, wait a second. I got to look at my card here. I just forgot how to do it. Yeah, so this folds back, this folds back, and this folds up. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So you guys can see that. So the 1/2 inch folds back, then the next score line folds up, or back too. So it makes a mountain, and a valley. And it's going to go on the inside of your card just like this. So you're going to place that probably right about there. It's going to flip like, it's going to fold like this. Then after you get your circle, your square, whatever you're going to do right here to make your window, you're only going to, then you're going to, I'll show you. Now I'm getting way ahead of us, right? So that's all ready to go in there. Am I making any sense? I hope that I am, because I think that I'm all over the place tonight. All right, so this is our designer series paper. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And it's going to go right on there like so. We're going to go ahead and adhere that down because we've got to cut through this. Now, when you do, if you make this card, which I hope that you do, you want to kind of guesstimate about where you're going to take your largest square here, or whatever you're using to cut your hole out with. You're going to place it about where you want it to be. And then what you're going to do is you're going to guesstimate where you're going to put your glue up to, so that you don't glue this piece down. But if you glue it down, it's not a big deal. If you feel safer to do that because you can still use it, you'll just have to cut another piece of another square out. So I am going to go ahead. I think it's probably right about there. I'm going to come around this edge here, but you want to make sure that you get enough glue on there to where it all sticks down too. Does that make sense? So that you don't have it gaping open where your die cut is. And then you're just going to try to center this the best that you can. And then I'm going to hope that I didn't, but if I didn't, it's okay. If I got glue where my square is going to go. So you're going to make sure that this is opened so that you don't cut through the back of your card. Then you're going to place your die. I'm guesstimating about where I want it because you want room down here for your sentiment. So I'm hoping I'm going to go up just a teeny bit more. But I know I brought that glue down pretty far, but it's okay. If we have to cut another square, we can cut another square. Then I'm trying to make sure that this is straight. So if you have your a mat that has a ruler on it, or you have your, for the life of me, it just left me the name of it. Your grid paper. You can use your grid paper to kind of eyeball this and see if it's right. If you've got it straight, I'm going to put that through. Then all you're going to do is put that through. I'm going to bring this over here tonight. Okay, and then we're just going to sandwich this up to cut this out. And then I'm just going to crank this through. Hopefully it doesn't. There we go. Alrighty. Move this back out of the way. All right. And then you just carefully pull that Post-it tape off of there so that it doesn't tear the paper. And let's see how good of a job I did here. Oh, I got just a little tiny bit on there. Darn. Maybe we can salvage that. Ah, yay! Okay, only thing is this is going to be a little sticky. But we can take our little glue eraser and try to get that off best that we can. And if you can't, let me show you a little trick in case you don't know this, which you probably do, but maybe you don't. You can take your embossing buddy and kind of just pat that on there and then just rub that, and that takes the sticky right off. Okay, so we're going to save this because we're going to need that. Then we have this, that's like that. Then this is where this part here is going to come in. But we're going to put some designer series paper on it. On our sample, I didn't put any designer series paper on there. But I think that it would be really pretty to do that. So these are cut at 1 7/8 by 5 inches. And it's going to go right in there. Just kind of center it in there between the score lines. And then this piece right here is going to go right here, like so, just like that. Then this side, you can stamp another sentiment. You can write, sign it, or you can just write your note and sign it. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're just going to put a little glue on there. And sometimes I put way more glue than I need, because I just want a little bit of wiggle room because I don't always put things straight. All right. We're going to do that. And then this one right here. Oh, I'm so glad, Chris, that you think this is cute. I think it is absolutely adorable. I love the otters. Utterly adorable. Oh, wrong side. Now I got to do that glue. I got to get that glue off of there. Well, I just get so excited. I love sharing with you guys. This is the highlight of my week and my day. To be with you guys and share with you, whether you're watching live, which I'm so grateful for the support, or if you're not able to and you're watching the recording on Facebook or on YouTube, thank you so very much, because it really means a lot to me. If you have not subscribed to my channel on YouTube, I hope that you do. I invite you to. And then make sure that you click the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. I just posted one earlier today on my thank you cards for January. So anybody who's placed an order for me in the month of January, and you still have the rest of tonight and tomorrow, then you will get a thank you card from me. So if you don't want a spoiler alert, don't watch the video yet. Some of the cards went out today. I have to go to the post office and get more stamps. And then the rest of them will go out. Okay, so this you're going to center on here the best that you can. But this is a little tricky, okay? This piece here does overlap your back piece by about 1/8 of an inch. So what I do is I just take the whole thing and line it up to the very edge of my card. The only problem by doing that, it's not a problem, it's just sometimes it can be a little bit of an issue, is that you want to make sure that this score line meets up with this score line right here. So, and if it's off a teeny bit, it's not going to matter that much. So what I do is I just line that up like so. Sometimes it works perfectly by lining the whole thing up over here. And then I just want to double check to make sure that it doesn't go over. And you don't want too wide of a border there either. So line that up like that. And I think that's pretty good because that's probably a little more than 1/8 of an inch, right? And we're going to glue that down. You can use tear and tape. You can use your Seal Plus. You want a strong adhesive because it's going to be moving back and forth a lot. So we're going to fold this over and we're going to put some glue on here. I am using my liquid glue because it's a very strong adhesive. Plus it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. A little bit anyway. See, it gives me a little bit. I want to make sure that that is lined up, which this side here needs to come over just a hair. Just like that. I think I'm good. Okay. I think I'm good. All right. We're going to check, and it does. See how it just does go just to that line, just to it, okay? And then this side here, okay, so you don't want to just put glue all the way down because it's going to go like this onto your card, like that. You don't want to glue where your window is because then your card's not going to open. So what I do is I take this, and again, you can use tear and tape or liquid glue. I'm just going to use some liquid glue. I'm just going to put it right there. And then I'm going to put this right here. Just like that. All right. And then I'm going to fold this back like that. And then I'm going to fold this over just like that. And we're going to hold that down so that it gets nice and stuck. Nice and stuck, right? All right. Alrighty. Just make sure that that is good and stuck. All right, so now see what we got here? So isn't that pretty? Now this is an easy part. This is not tricky at all. So now what we're gonna do, if I don't throw things around, I have to get a sip here, you guys. Take a sip, take a sip. Good coffee. Okay, so you've got these. So I used, this is Calypso Coral. This is part that we cut out when we cut the hole, the little window into our card front. Then I took Pool Party and I used the second largest one and just cut out a square using Pool Party in the second largest die, just like so. And then the third largest die, I just took Basic White and cut out, I almost said cut me out a square. Cut out a square with that. All right, and that's how I got those two pieces. So you want to use the three largest ones. And then we're going to adhere our Pool Party to our Calypso Coral. Try to line it up and center it the best that you can. Or as straight as your eyes will let you see in my case. And then we're going to just do like so. We're going to do the same thing with the white. Well, it's a tad bit crooked. There we go. Okay, I think that's pretty straight. And then our little otters are going to go right on there like so. But we're going to pop them up, but I'm going to wait until we get this piece in here. So you're going to glue that down. So this right here, you don't want to put glue on this part right here. Only on this part right here, from this score line over. And I wouldn't even go right to that score line, because if it splooges over, then you're going to get your card stuck. You're just going to put it right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right in this little window right here. Uh-oh. I just did what I told you not to do. Hopefully it won't get stuck. All right. And then you're just going to slide this right in there. So it will go right back because you cut it out from there. So it will slip right back in there. And then we're going to just rub that on there and make sure that it is nice and stuck. Just like so. All right. And then you open it up and then out comes your window. So isn't that cute? It's so easy too. It's not hard at all. After you make your first one, I promise you it will be, my lid got stuck in here. Here it is. It will be easy peasy. All right, I am going to pop our otter up. So I am going to bring in some large and mini, or regular and minis for our little otter here. And where is my take your pick tool? Right here. So I am going to put a large one there and a large one here and a couple of small ones like right here. Ooh, sticky. Right here. I'm making sure that I have quite a bit of support because this is designer series paper, so it's not, it's paper thin. It's not like your cardstock is thicker, so it has enough stability and support. This is thinner, so I want to make sure that I have quite a bit of support in here for it. So that's why I put so many dimensionals on here, or AKA pop dots. Pop dots. I fussy cut these otters from one of the sheets of designer series paper. Oh, you know what I want to do before that? I tried to cut out where it had the shadowing just so that it doesn't look like it's floating, but it still kind of looks like it's floating to me. So I am going to bring in some old olive. I'm using light old olive marker. I'm just going to kind of do like that. And then I'm going to place this and see if I went far enough, which I think I did. And then that's a little dark for me. So I'm going to come in with my color corrector. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, color lifter. And I'm just going to kind of go around the edges just to soften them up a little bit. And it will lighten as it dries. And then we're just going to stick this right there, just like that. And then the last thing we have is, that's what I brought this in for, is for our tag, our label for our sentiment. So I'm using the Label for Love. At least I think that's the name of it. We have so many label punches and dies. It's so hard to keep them all straight. Kudos to fellow demonstrators who can. I am not one of them. Let's see. I need some Calypso Coral. And I hope that's not the one that fell earlier. And it was. Okay, so here we go. We are going to, where's my sample? What did I do? I did outline that. So we're going to take the outline for the label. And I probably should have stamped this and then punched it, but let's see what happens here. We're working with photopolymers, so sometimes you can, I didn't. That's so crooked, it's not even funny. All right, I'm just going to stamp that. It's really hard for me, because I can't get up on top of it. If I do, then my head is right in the camera. So I try not to do that for you guys because I know you don't want to look at my head. I'm going to move this so that this doesn't flip right into the ink pad because that would just be my luck. All right, so I'm just going to line this up the best that I can. Happy with that. Then we're going to bring back in our Calypso coral, and this might be where I need to find the stamp set. And it is right here. And it is called Labeled with Love. And what did I say it was from? Oh, You Make Me Smile. It's from this one right here. So we are going to do that one. If I can find it right here in front of me, right in front of me. I'm going to take this one off for right now. And we're going to block this up. We're going to ink this up. And we're going to center this. I don't like that. I want that darker. Block that up. Ink it up. Block it and ink it, right? Okay. I rocked it, but it's okay. There we go. And then our banner that we flagged that was done in Calypso Coral, we're going to center this right on there like so. So we're going to take some glue. I'm so glad you guys like this card. Hope you guys give it a try because it really is fun and it is super, super cute. You can do, well, I'm fixing to show you another one where we used butterflies. Well, come on. All right. I know there's glue in here, and I don't want to squeeze too hard because you know what happens when you do that, right? It just comes flying out in a big old glob. So I'm gonna, there we go. Close this up. And we are gonna center this on here. Just like so. May not be perfect, but it's close enough for me. Just like that. Then we are going to take our dimensionals again. And we're going to put 3 dimensionals on here. Like so. Take the backs off. And then we are going to, I thought I did something wrong and it wasn't wanting to close for a second there. It gave me a heart attack. Okay. There was a marker in there. All right, and there we go. So there it is. And then we open it up and voila. You can even, hey Carol, you can even stamp a little seaweed or whatever in here too from the stamp set. In case you have not seen the stamp set, this is in the online store. You can find the designer series paper and the Utterly Amazing and the dies. And this does come in a bundle where you can save 10%. You get the stamp set plus the dies, or you can buy them separately. It's so very sweet. And you can stamp all these and then the designer series paper, which, like I said, I don't have much left or I would show it to you, but I know I've showed it to you lots of times. So, and I got something on this. Hopefully it will come off. And it does. Yay. Okay. So there we go. And that is it. Voila. You can do your envelope if you have enough designer series paper. You can, you know what? Let me see if I have, maybe I have just enough of something that I can, we could use this. This would be pretty. Well, we used Pool Party, not Balmy Blue. Let Let me see. Oh, I do have quite a bit of this. I love this one. So this is one of the sheets that's in there. Absolutely love this. I think it's so beautiful. And this is the back side. So we can take this and let's get us an envelope out here. You guys have seen me do this before, but it's lots of fun and it makes it so very pretty. So I'm just going to trim. I don't know, 2.5 inches, I think. We're going to go with that. If it's not quite long enough, then it's just not quite long enough or wide enough. And then we're going to take our glue and we're just going to go around the edge of our envelope, just like that. All right. And then we're just going to stick this. Whoops. I just stuck my finger right in that. And we're going to make sure that it covers everything. My glue went past my score line on the envelope, but it's all right. Okay. And then you're going to flip this over. And then we're just going to trim right around the envelope flap. I'm struggling to see. Oh, it stinks. All right, it's not perfect, but I don't think that anybody would really notice that it wasn't perfect. And then there we go. There's our matching envelope to our card. So how fun is that? All right, I hope you guys like that. Now, real quick, I'm just going to show you. Let's see, I'm going to cut that off. I don't think I can really use that with anything. So that go in the trash. This is going to get saved. Where is it? Right here. So I already did it once, but I am going to do it again to show you guys, because sometimes you may not have dies that you can use to do this with, and it can be quite expensive because of the cost of a die cutting machine, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and then the dies. They can be a little pricey sometimes and may not fit in your budget. So I'm going to show you a way that you can just cut your square out. So I got to find my measurements. I had them somewhere. They're right here. Okay, so let's just, okay, so I'm going to turn this like this. So this is the front of our card, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to, I got such a glare here. All right, so let me give you another tip too. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can hold this up. Okay, so can you see where it's whiter right in here? So you can see your numbers and your lines and your ruler. So what I did was I just took a piece of paper. You can use copy paper. You can use cardstock. Actually, this is just a regular white cardstock. It's not the thick one. And I just cut a 1/4 inch strip. Actually, it's a little more than a 1/4 inch. It's probably, let's see, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/16 is probably what it is. So it's like a 1/16 past the 1/4 of an inch, of a 1/4 is what it is. So anyway, so that helps me to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so this cut, you guys, is not, I'm not going to cut it perfectly because I'm going to be looking at it at an angle. So it's going to be difficult for me. But if you do yours, you can stand up, you can stand over it, and you can see exactly where you're cutting. But what you're going to do, and you might want to write these measurements down because I don't have a PDF file for this one. You're going to bring the edge of your cardstock to the 3/4 mark. Okay. Make sure that it's flush at the top, and then you're going to bring your cut blade and line the little arrow up, the mark, to the 3/4. I'm going to have to turn this light down, and then I'm going to cut all the way to the 3.5 mark. So you're going to start at 3/4 mark and cut down to the 3.5 mark with the edge of your cardstock at 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and you might want to go up again and just make sure that it cut all the way through. When you have your designer series paper on, make sure you put your designer series paper on first too, so that you can cut through both of them at the same time. When I did that, I guess I didn't push down hard enough, so I had to go back over it a little bit just to make sure that it cut all the way through. Then you're gonna put your cutting blade up to 3/4, and you're gonna move your cardstock over to, there goes the dog. I forgot to put him in his room. You're gonna move your cardstock all the way, this edge over here, all the way over to 5 inches. Then you're gonna make sure that your blade is at 3/4 of an inch, and you're gonna push down to go through that cardstock, and you're gonna slice it down to the 3.5, to the 3.5 mark. Then you're gonna lift this up, and then you're gonna turn it to where the top of your card is gonna land on the 3/4 inch mark. And then you're gonna make sure that your blade is up at 3/4 of an inch again. And I think I'm pretty close. Oh, I let go of that. That wasn't smart, Tina. Okay. Just like that. And I am going to, which I think is pretty darn gone close, push that down. And then I am going to pull that all the way to the 3.5 mark again. And I'm going to lift that up, and I'm going to check it. It's not quite. It didn't quite reach it. So let's see here. I think I just slid my card. We can get that with scissors. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take this to the 3.5. You're going to line this up at 3/4 again, just like so. And you're going to slice to the 3.5. Like so. All right. Which I already know this side didn't quite make it. That's okay. We can take our paper snips and just slip it in here like so. And just give that a little snip. Just like that. There you go. And then you save this piece because this is the piece that you cut out. So you know that it's going to fit right back in there. And then you just do the same thing that you did here, except for now you're going to not have your die cuts to cut that. So you're going to want to cut your pieces of paper out. So let's go ahead and, I don't have any extra over here. Yeah, I do right here. But I don't think this is going to be, yeah, it will. Okay, so whatever colors you want to mat with. Okay, so this is, I didn't write these measurements down. This is, I think, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so you're going to go 2, and we're going to see how straight I cut, aren't we? This is not wide enough. Well, let's see. Yay, we got some Lost Lagoon here. That will work. 2 3/4. So we're going to go 2 3/4 by 2, and actually no, we want to go however wide you want your matting. So if you want it just like I've done mine, then you're going to go like a quarter smaller. So 2 3/4 to 1/2, but then that's going to give you a smaller white piece. So if you want a larger white piece, just go 1/8 of an inch, and then they'll give you a 1/16 of an inch border. So it's really up to you. You just play around with it and make it your own. Hopefully that made sense. So you just cut your mat smaller than your square. That's all you do. Like you can go 1/8 of an inch smaller and see how that is. I didn't have my paper lined up perfectly, but it is okay. It is okay. So you just want to make sure that when you're cutting it, everything is flush and straight. Okay, so there, and it's not off that bad, just a little bit. And then you just cut your mat out of white. Let's use this since we cut on that. So we are going to go, so we did that one at what, 5/8? 2 5/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do this one at 2 1/2. Like so, and then we'll do 2 1/2, like so, and we don't need that. And then this is going to layer up right here on here. Let me move this trimmer out of the way. It is going to line up just like so. And then it's going to go right on here like that. Okay. So you can see that. So if you want your matting to be a little wider, you just cut, you just cut this a little wider, but then it's not going to give you, cut it a little smaller, I mean. So instead of 5/8, you'll cut it at 2 1/2. And then you'll cut this one at 1 2 1/4. That's what you'll do. Okay, and then that just fits right in here. Just like that. Well, you have to figure out which way you cut it. But that's when you can play with it too. So it just fits right in there. Let's take that off and let me figure out where I cut this from. Let's see here. I think it just goes right in here. Yeah, just like, did I cut it from this side or this side? I don't remember. When you do your card, though, you'll only have one square cut, so you'll know where you cut it from. Oh, but I don't know. It's not this one because it's not fitting in. There we go. So it was that one. So it fits right in there like that. And then this lines up like that and like that. And then we're going to fold this back the other way. So that's our card front. This one's upside down. It's going to open up backwards, but that's okay. So I just wanted to show you guys how to cut that out if you don't have dies. So you, like I said, you can use your circle dies. You could use any kind of die that you have that will make a window. You just want to make sure that it fits on your card properly. And so you can play with it and see if you like it or if you don't like it. I wish that I knew a way to where you could cut a circle. I guess if you have one of those circular cutters, you could do it like that. But anyway, but the squares are easy. But that's it. Yeah. So this is let me show you the butterfly card that I made by cutting the square out. So there we go. I cut the square out with my paper trimmer. And that's how you do it. So this one is using the, this is a Celebration Designer Series paper. This is the Bloom's Impression Designer Series paper that you can get free with a $60 purchase before tax and shipping. So I hope you guys like this. I really, really do. So cute. Love it. Kim, you going to give it a try? Let's see. I'm going to catch up with y'all's comments here real quick. So cute. And it says very cool. And it says love that. Love it. And my chat stopped. There they go. Oh, wow. You guys really did. This is called the window pop out card, Carol. I know the butterfly is so pretty. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm glad you love this card. I'm so glad. Yes, ma'am. Kim says she's going to give this a try. So if you look closely, I shouldn't point out my mistakes, but because this was, I slipped when I slipped when I was cutting it. So I cut up a little too far, and I didn't want to waste the designer series paper. And really and truthfully, it's not really that noticeable. And what you could do if you do something like that, instead of trashing the whole project, don't trash it. We can fix it. And you know what? I'll just use these right here. So we'll use these. What are these? I think these are so current. They may not be, but I think they are. These are the adhesive back shiny sequins. I think they went with the Xenia suite, so they might not be. But if they are, they will be on the online store, and we can put an embellishment right there, and then we can just spread our embellishments out. And if it looks too odd, then you can always add more than 3. You can add 5. So we can put one, like, we can put, you know what? That's what I should have done. Was just done that. Nope. So we have 4, and then we can put another one down there. That looks weird. I don't really like the way that looks. Just play with them and get them to where you like them. And then this one can go right there. All right, I'm okay with that. And then your little mishap right there isn't even noticeable at all. So you can do that. So don't trash it if you accidentally cut too far, because no matter what corner you did it, you could put an embellishment up there. Nobody will know any different. And then you open it up, and then voila, there you go. Okay, so that is it for tonight. Now I have to take a restroom break and straighten up my desk and record my class video so that I can have it posted for you guys tomorrow. I didn't put a sentiment on this, but that's okay. When I'm ready to mail it, I can do that. I'm so glad you guys love them. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for joining in and spending your time with me tonight. And I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye, you guys.